So yesterday I was watching you and Tommy Silver work shoulder to shoulder on that chimney, and how'd that go?
There were moments where I felt like I was on a little bit of a like an outer body experience. I was like, it was very photogenic, you know. We're like looking out over Manhattan, even though it was a smoky day, and it was surreal at times, but it was cool. And also, the guy can move because we were both demoing a side of the chimney, and I couldn't keep up with him. And I was wondering, like, does he work this fast, or is he trying to prove a point? Like, this guy can't keep up with me because I was going, and he always had a lead on me.
It's maddening.
Yeah, it is.
Trust me, it's maddening. Did you learn anything from him?
I learned a couple things from him that are subtle, but in the way he communicated. He was, you know, just saying what was necessary to get the job done and move it forward. And I was noticing that. Because sometimes when I'm managing employees, I feel like I add a lot of fluff in there that dilutes the message of, please hand me that 2x4. Could be, give me that board. And it gets the job done quicker.
So what did you think when this old house said they wanted to do the project with you down here in New Jersey?
I texted Camille, and I said, are you sitting down? Camille's my wife, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, what? I was pretty stoked about it. A lot of the tips and tricks I picked up over the years came from this old house, because just knowing that that world existed, like, helped me always do a little bit better on each job. And this old house is a big part of that.
Does it make you nervous?
Extremely nervous.
Why?
I think because I know there's eyes, like highly educated eyes, that have been on many projects, more complex, better run, better organized than mine. And having those eyes seeing my project, I feel very, there's no social media. There's nothing, I can't hide anything. I can't say we're more organized than they are. When you and your team show up on the job, like, you're gonna know if I'm doing things the way they should be done or not. And it's pretty scary.
When did you get into this?
I got into this, let's see, when I was about 11, I started my first job, moving mulch around, and then went to school for timber framing at 13. That was fun. Got a job for another contractor who fired me immediately because I didn't know what I was doing, because spending a week at a timber framing school doesn't get you that far, apparently.
Who fired you?
His name was Mr. Schmidt. He asked me if I could read a tape, and I was just stuck in my brain. I said, of course I can read a tape.
Yeah.
And then he was saying, you know, rip that to 9 and 11/16ths. And I'm like, what? What is this? I got 3/4 down, but the 16ths blew my mind. And he's like, I thought you could read a tape. And then he gave me a really sharp chisel, and I was working. He goes, careful, that's sharp. And I swung it around and just slashed my leg open. And then I tried to hide it.
Yeah.
And, you know, that didn't work. And I really thank him for that, because it gave me this terror of being fired again.
Oh, really?
And so I always try to be the hardest working guy in the room after that.